let me recall quickly what we have studied. Conjugate points, and conjugate lines. So we have seen that suppose two lines are given to us. Let us lx plus my plus n equal to 0, and second line l dash x plus m dash y plus n equal to 0 is given to us. Then condition for that these two lines are conjugate lines. We have this condition. We have proved this determinant. Okay, that for any general conic, I mean ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2my plus c equal to 0. For this, we have seen that you need to write this one first, your discriminant term a, b, c, and write here f, g, h symmetrically, and just h f here by symmetry, and here I have g. Yes, g. And then write the coefficient of this line lmn n 0, and then l dash m dash n dash and 0. And if this determinant is 0, then these two lines will be called as conjugate lines. Okay, just a minute. Yes, Nadeem, hello. हाँ नदीम, मैं क्लास ले रहा हूँ, क्लास से कॉल कर रहा हूँ आपको. ठीक. So based on this, there is a question in your book. Let us do it first. On page number 77, yes, on page number 77. Actually, these are just calculation. The logic already I have covered, so there is nothing here to discuss more. So for this, on page number, as according to your teaching plan, on page number 77, there is a question that show that Lx plus my plus n equal to 0 and L dash x plus m dash y plus n dash equal to 0 are conjugate lines. Let me make slight change in the to this question. Show that these two lines are conjugate lines for the conic given by x square by a square plus y square by b square minus 1 equal to 0. I mean, that is ellipse. If a square l dash plus b square mm dash is equal to n into n dash. So this is the question. So either you can use the previous method. See, for any two lines, as we have discussed earlier, that for any two lines, if they are conjugate lines, then you can use directly this determinant. Then this determinant has to be 0, and if you solve, you will get this condition. So I think I don't need to solve it here, because this one you can take as home assignment. Simply you have to put in this determinant, and if this for the condition for the given two lines to be conjugate is that its determinant must be equal to 0. So take it as home assignment. I have already solved. Second method you can try like this. See, you can take here. Please mute your mic. Little bit disturbance is there. Okay. So you can see here that if you recall the idea of conjugate lines, then as per definition, if I take any point on this line, say if I take any point on this line, and let us write equation of polar to this conic. Then that OS, please mute your mic, OS. Please keep your mic. Please mute your mic unless you have to speak. Open it only if you have to ask question, and for that first raise your hand, because raising hand option is already there. Look at in the reactions column, that is already given there. First raise your hand, then I will stop teaching. I will give you time, and then we will discuss. Okay, because in online class it is going to create disturbances. So kindly follow that rule. Okay, so what I am saying that if you recall the definition, then as per definition of conjugate lines, say if these two lines are conjugate with respect to some conic, then whenever I take any point on this one, say P, and if I write conic for for any conic, if I write the equation of polar, then it will be this line. Say this line is L1, this line is L2 equal to 0, this line is L1 equal to 0. Just refer to the previous lecture. Okay, there already I have explained in detail. And similarly, if the point lying on this line Q, if we write polar for this one, this comes out to be this on which P lies, then these two lines are said to be conjugate lines. So you can also apply this technique. I mean, you can choose any point, say x dash, y dash, or alpha beta lying on this line, alpha beta lying on this line. For this alpha beta, write equation of polar here. And we know that polar is unique. This combination pole and polar is unique. So because these lines are conjugate, so that polar has to be this one, because as per definition. So just compare with this one, and you will get the following condition. So first of all, try by both methods, then I will discuss. Let us see one or two questions you must need to try. And if you have problem, then we will discuss it. So I have already explained the concept of both questions, because there must be some question which you need to try, and you need to post solution. You can post me after solving this question. You can post on my WhatsApp number. Okay, so let us move to the next article. I don't think that there is too much which I need to explain. Okay. So the next article, important article, is the concept of chord with a given middle point. Chord with a given middle point. So for that, equation of chord for a conic with a given middle point. With a given middle. So let us try to understand its concept first. Suppose any conic is given. Let us, for our simplicity, let us take circle or ellipse. I mean, this definition is going to be, and if locus of that chord, locus of the point at which all chords are bisected, that is going to be your equation of chord with a given middle point. So suppose alpha beta, locus of a chord with a given middle point alpha beta, we need to find. Let me write here. This one, chord with a given middle point. Chord with a given middle point. Okay, in your book notation is taken as alpha x dash y dash. So it will. Let us take the same notation because it will save time. There is nothing here to take other notation. Already, I need to discuss concept. That is more important. So what I am saying is that chord with a given middle point, say equation of chord with a given middle point. So we are going to derive that equation of such. Equation of chord with given middle point is basically obtained by t is equal to s1. We know how to write t, how to write s1. So first of all, let us look at how to derive. See, t in general equation of conic is this one: ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. And we know how to write a tangent expression for tangent t at x dash y dash. You have to write x square as xx dash plus and so on. We already know this technique. Okay, and how to write s1? If you recall, then for expression s1, to obtain expression s1, we have to completely substitute this point x dash y dash in this expression. So you will get ax dash its whole square plus 2h x dash y dash and so on. So I am going to prove that chord with a given middle point x dash y dash, its equation it will be governed by this equation t is equal to s1. Just like we have seen that in case of pair of tangent, if we are drawing a pair of tangent to a conic, then in that we have already proved that its equation is given by ss1 equal to 2 square, ss1 equal to t square. And actually this method is valid for any of the conic. So this is a very good method. So first of all, let us look at the idea from where we have derived this one. Okay. So as per, see, already I have covered this article that suppose there is a conic and there is some line which cuts the conic at which passes through say x dash y dash and which cuts the conic, sorry, which I mean from P, let us draw a line which cuts the conic at A and B, and suppose its middle point is x dash y dash. Then we already know that earlier I have already derived that equation of intersection of this line with a conic will give you a quadratic equation in lambda. Look at my previous lecture, already there I have derived. So I am going to use the same equation. So equation of any line passing through x dash y dash, equation of any line, equation of a line passing through x dash y dash having direction ratios L and M is given by x minus x dash by L equal to y minus y dash by M is equal to say R. Okay. So suppose this proportionality constant is equal to R. Now from here you will get x equal to x dash plus LR and y equal to y dash plus MR, and just put in the equation of conic, because in case I mean take its intersection with this one conic, then its root will be basically this A and B. Its root will be basically A and B. So this line cuts the conics. If this line cuts the conic in 2 points, say R1 and R2, whose distance from x dash y dash, okay, are the roots of the equation. Which we have already obtained earlier. So let me write that equation directly. R square L square plus 2HLM plus BM square plus 2 times R, and then this whole term. Okay, X dash plus HY dash. It's already solved in your book. I am directly writing from there. And the technique I have already explained in earlier lecture. So I'm not going to repeat it again here. F times M plus S dash equal to 0. S dash equal to 0. I mean, actually here S dash notation is for S1. Okay, so either you write here because we have taken this notation dash upwards. So let me write here S dash. Okay. So okay, since so suppose its roots from here, say if it cuts at A and B, suppose this root is R1 and this root is R2. R1 and R2. So since XY is the middle point, of the chord, so the root of the I mean this quadratic equation in R will be equal and opposite because this one is the midpoint. Okay, so let me write here that since on the next page, since x dash y dash, as per our assumption, since x dash y dash is the middle point, of the chord, the roots of the above quadratic equations are equal in magnitude and opposite in sign, because we have already x dash y dash middle point is given to us. So the roots of the quadratic equation in R will be equal in magnitude and opposite in sign. Because x dash y dash is the middle point, magnitude and opposite in sign. So we already know that. See, if equation is your ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, if this one is a quadratic equation where a is non-zero, then suppose alpha beta are its root, then we already know that sum of roots is equal to minus b by a and product of root is c by a. Just use the theory of roots, distribute minus and plus, b it will be minus and with a it will be plus, and just write c by a here. So for this equation, suppose if R1 and R2 are its roots, then sum of roots one can write and product of roots one can write similarly. So if you write sum of roots and product, and also look, if alpha and beta are equal and opposite, then alpha must be equal to minus beta as per, because it in magnitude they will be equal, but they are opposite in sign. So you can see that this term is going to be 0. So what will happen, that if minus b by a is 0, this means b has to be 0. B is the coefficient of the middle term x. So in our equation, that is the coefficient of r. So this middle term has to be 0. So we need to equate this term. So after equating this term, I will get, let me write here. After equating, I will get ax dash plus hy dash plus g into L plus hx dash plus by dash plus f times m equal to 0. So look, see, in our question, equation of conic is given, and only this point x dash y dash is known. Equation of conic is given and x dash y, because we need to find equation of chord whose middle point is already given. So in this equation, we have assumed L and M. So final answer must be in the terms of known terms. So we need to eliminate LM. So from here, this proportionality constant, you can write L as x minus x dash, L as x minus x dash by r, suppose r is non-zero, and y minus y dash, m as y minus y dash by r. So if you replace this here in this equation, right here, because they are you can write here x minus x dash by r, and here write y minus y dash by r. So take r as 0, cross multiply. What you will get here, ax dash plus hy dash plus g into x minus x dash plus hx dash plus by dash plus f into y minus y dash equal to 0. This one. Now, if you arrange the term, look, if you arrange the term here, let me write this term here. Let me arrange the term here. So it will be ax. So basically, this one is the required equation, but I need to write it into for the format t equal to s1. So for that, keep this term here, ax, multiply ax dash into x. So what you will get, ax into x dash plus, let me write all other term, plus hxy dash plus yx dash, and equal to, on right hand side, if you put, see, if we multiply ax dash into x dash, so on the, and here we have minus sign, so bring it on right hand side, we have the first term is ax dash whole square, and so on. So this is what this expression is basically t, and this is the method to write t, and this is the method to write s1. So finally what we are getting, that equation of chord with a given middle point can be directly obtained by, from this equation t is equal to s1. So to understand it, let us do a question here. So the first question is given on page number 78, example 1. Find the equation to the chord of the conic x square plus 2y square is equal to 1, whose middle point is minus 1, 2. Find the equation of the chord of the conic x square plus 2y square equal to 1, whose middle point is given. So this one is very simple. We already know that equation of a chord with a given middle point, equation of chord with a given middle point is t is equal to s1, and we know how to write t, how to write s1. So for this equation, first always write this equation as x square plus 2y square minus 1 equal to 0. And one more thing, suppose if I give you equation, say if you multiply, suppose equation is this one, 2x square plus 4y square minus 2 equal to 0. Let us multiply in this equation 2. So the important thing is that if you are taking this equation, suppose if in place of this equation is given 2 square plus 4y square minus 2 equal to 0. So for this equation you have to write t, and for this equation you have to write s1. If you write t for this one and write s1 for this one, then you will get a different answer. So avoid that. Either write both t and s1 for this equation, or either write both t and s1 for this equation. I mean, after simplifying. So you have to choose any one equation for writing t and s1. So since this is just for, because if you do this, then you will get your answer you will not get correct answer. So already this equation is given to us. So first of all, you need to write in the expression format s equal to 0. Well, so s is basically here x square plus 2y square minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. Now to write t, what I need to, I write x square as x1, x1 is this one minus 1. So x into x1 means minus 1 plus 2 into y. Y is 2. 2 into y into 2 minus 1 is equal to, how to write s1? You have to substitute this minus 1 to completely inside this. So in place of x, write minus 1 or replace y by 2. So that is what minus 1 whole square plus 2 times y square. Y square means 2 whole square. 2 whole square minus 1. Now simplify this one. So what we have, minus x plus 4y minus 1, and look, this minus 1 get cancelled out. 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 1 9. So 9 minus 9 equal to 0. Let me check what is answer. Yes, answer is x minus 4y plus 9 equal to 0. Okay, समझ में आ गया? Many odd with given. Already this I have. See, this is the notation I am using just to write, I mean, this term x square as x x1 and so on. I am calling this expression as t. So in case of tangent also we have used this notation. In case of polar also, to write x square we have, but the concept is different. In some cases it will coincide, that already I have discussed that in what cases it will coincide. For example, if the point P lies on the conic, then we have seen that in that case polar and tangent both will coincide. Okay, in case of polar and tangent both will coincide. Now next question, let me give you the another question, example 2. Okay, you can try example 2. This one is a similar question. Let me discuss example 3. So let me write here this question. Find the middle point. Find the middle point of the chord equal to 1, and question number 3. Number 3. Show that the locus of middle points yes, ठीक है ना? ये आपको दो क्वेश्चन दिए हुए हैं, आप लोग ट्राई करें. ओके, ट्राई सेकंड वन. पेन कॉपी निकालें, सेकंड ट्राई करें, एंड देन आई विल डिस्कस. सेकंड थर्ड दोनों ट्राई करें, फिर डिस्कस करें.
पहला सर 2 कामा -1।
हाँ, कितना आया आंसर पहले वाले का?
2 कामा -1 आया सर।
अच्छा, 2 कॉमा -1 आ रहा है।
यस सर।
बुक में तो आपके -1 कॉमा 1 दिया हुआ है। हो सकता है ये पुरानी किताब हो, एक बार आप वेरीफाई करना जरूरी है उसको। ठीक है ना? क्या टेक्निक यूज किया, पहले ये बताएं आपने क्या यूज किया?
सर हमने किया है कि यहाँ पर ये कोनिक है।
हाँ
को,
हाँ,
कोनिक के पे तो x² की जगह पे x(1) कर दिया है
नहीं
और
पहले
यहाँ।
आइडिया क्या क्या आइडिया आपने क्या यूज किया? मिडिल पॉइंट एज्यूम किया होगा ना।
जी सर।
पहले देखो, कोई भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने से पहले ना क्या आपको चीजें एज्यूम करना और क्या क्या चीजें इंफॉर्मेशन दे रखी है, पहले ये क्वेश्चन से एक्सट्रैक्ट करने की कोशिश करते हैं, उसके बाद सॉल्व करते हैं। सोल्यूशन कैलकुलेशन कोई मैथमेटिक्स थोड़े नहीं यार, वो तो मैथमेटिक्स, वो तो पहले लॉजिक जो इन्वॉल्व है वो पहले आप देखो। सो यू नीड टू एज्यूम दैट सपोज मिडिल पॉइंट इज अल्फा बीटा, ओके?
यस।
You need to assume that suppose middle point is alpha beta.
अल्फा।
So with respect to
यस
this
सर।
middle point, you know how to write equation of chord with a given middle point alpha beta for this conic, that will be t equal to s1, and that chord and this chord has to be same. So just compare them and solve them. यही तो किया है ना, क्या किया आपने?
यस सर। यस सर।
ठीक है, तो जो और ठीक है, हो सकता है अब बाकी लोग भी आंसर सॉल्व करके भेजेंगे, क्योंकि मैं बुक से श्योर इसलिए नहीं हूं क्योंकि ये पुरानी एडिशन है, इसको रिवाइज नहीं हुआ, कहीं कहीं प्लस माइनस की गलतियां हैं, लेकिन आप अपने लॉजिक पे ज्यादा फोकस करें। ठीक है, लेट मी डिस्कस क्वेश्चन 3। सो टेक दिस वन एज होम असाइनमेंट, ट्राई दिस एंड पोस्ट मी सॉल्यूशन। देखो, तो कुछ क्वेश्चन आप खुद से भी करो ना, बिल्कुल पैरेलल क्वेश्चन को मैं आप इग्नोर कर रहा हूँ, वो आप खुद से भी करो, क्योंकि हर क्वेश्चन मैं करा दूंगा फिर आप नहीं सीखोगे ना। जब तक मैथमेटिक्स में क्या, जब तक आप गलतियां नहीं करोगे तब तक आप सीखोगे नहीं। ठीक है, चलो एग्जांपल 3 देखते हैं। शो दैट द लोकस ऑफ द मिडिल पॉइंट of chords of locus of middle points of chords of the ellipse passing through point hk is this one। देखो क्या कह रहा है, locus of middle point of chords, मान लो कोई भी I mean okay, this one is ellipse already given to us with center 0 0 है ना, इसको partial differential to 0 पुट करोगे तो center 0 0 आ जाएगा। that I will come to when central conic in that chapter I will discuss। okay, so suppose chords are locus of middle points of the chords of the ellipse। okay, suppose some chords is given to us, then we need to find locus of the middle point, we need to find locus of the middle point of the chords। suppose locus of middle point is alpha beta and this chord passes through some point hk, as per question the locus of middle point, the locus of middle point of chord, locus of middle points of chord for this conic passes through hk। hk is not the middle point, remember here hk is not the middle point, whatever equation you are writing t equal to s1 for the middle point, suppose middle point is alpha beta, then we know how to write the equation of locus of middle points of chords। so sorry, how to write equation of chord with a given middle point alpha beta। so write that, and if that passes through the point hk, then that must satisfy this point, and from there you need to find, since locus we need to find locus of alpha middle point, and middle point we have assumed alpha beta, so replace alpha by x and beta by y in the final equation। so this is the technique what you need to use, है ना। यहाँ पे देखो समझना, ये hk middle point नहीं है। so equation of chord with let middle point be alpha beta, let middle point of chord be alpha beta, okay, let equation of chord with, where is anchor right? Check. So let middle point of chord be alpha beta. So equation of chord with middle point alpha beta to the conic to the ellipse, here already to the ellipse, this x square by is given by t is equal to s1. Now write t. How to write t? You need to write x square as x1. x1 is here alpha, so it will be x alpha upon a square plus y beta upon b square minus 1 is equal to, what is s1? For writing s1 expression for x1, you have to completely replace x by alpha and y by beta. So it will be alpha square by a square plus beta square by b square minus 1. Okay, so this is what t is equal to s1. So you can look here that minus 1 get cancelled out, and as per question, this equation, this is the equation of, this is the equation of chord with a given middle point, and if that passes through hk, so if equation 1 passes through hk, if equation 1 passes through the point hk, then because alpha beta are, variables are x and y, so in place of x write h and in place of y write k. Okay, so what we have, h alpha upon a square plus k beta upon b square is equal to alpha square by a square by a square plus beta square by b square. Okay, this one is the expression. Now look, we have to find expression of locus of which point. So as per question, you need to find locus of which point? Locus of the middle point. Locus of the middle point, and middle point we have assumed as alpha beta. So finally I need to replace for locus replace of for locus of middle point alpha beta, replace alpha beta by xy. So if you replace in this expression alpha and beta by xy, we will have h x upon a square plus k y upon b square is equal to x square by a square plus y square by b square. Now take LCM and simplify, you will get this equation. Here you have to write in this format, because already in question it is mentioned that you need to show that expression is in this format, है ना. तो इसके बाद LCM लेके क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके ये इक्वेशन मिल जाएगा, आप कर लेना इसको. ठीक है, अब एक काम करते हैं, इक्वेशन जरा 2 को चलो आप वेरीफाई करते हैं, कुछ टाइम बचा हुआ तो जरा हम लोग वेरीफाई कर लेते हैं इस क्वेश्चन को कि आंसर सही है कि नहीं बुक में, क्योंकि बुक में ओल्ड एडिशन है तो देख चेक कर लेते हैं. इसमें तो आंसर शायद दे रखा है, आपकी जो बुक में आंसर दे रखा है -11, तो देख वेरीफाई कर लेते हैं. जैसे अभी किसी ने कहा कि आंसर शायद 2 और -1 आया या कुछ इस तरह, तो कैसे वेरीफाई करेंगे? फाइंड द मिडिल पॉइंट ऑफ द chord of the conic piston. ठीक है, तो सपोज मिडिल पॉइंट इज अल्फा बीटा. Suppose middle point is big difference. Suppose middle point is alpha beta, then what will be equation of equation of chord with given middle point alpha beta for this conic? It will be basically t is equal to s1. So if you write t equal to s1, what we have from here? Let me rub this one so that I have space to write here. So what I'm saying that if alpha beta is middle point of the chord, let us first suppose alpha beta is the middle point for the. So then we know how to write equation of chord for this given middle point for this conic. So that is given by t equal to s1. So this implies that it will be x alpha plus xy. How to write xy? Write x into beta plus y into alpha upon 2, okay, xy as xy1 plus yx1 upon 2 minus y square. Y square is y beta minus 1. First of all, write expression into standard form always. X square plus xy minus y square minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. This one. So this one is your t, and s1 will be it will be alpha square plus alpha beta. Sorry, alpha square alpha beta minus beta square minus 1. So minus 1 get cancelled out. So yes. Now arrange the term here. Look what we have coefficient of as x. Coefficient of just keep observe this calculation. If there is any mistake, then tell me. Okay. So after taking a common here, I have alpha plus beta by 2 from here. And is there any other term involving x? I don't think so. Okay. Now what will be the term involving y? So if you take y common from here, then it will be alpha by 2 from here. And from here minus beta, and then the rest of the term are constant term. So bring it to left hand side, it will be alpha square minus alpha beta plus beta square is equal to 0. So this is basically right. This one is equation. This equation 1 and this equation 2. So since both equation are same, because for it is asked that what will be that middle point for which this will be the chord. So we have assumed that if that middle point is alpha beta, and let us write this equation middle point chord of this given middle point, then that has to be identical with this one. So their coefficient must be proportional. So from this alpha plus beta by 2 upon coefficient of x here is 1 is equal to coefficient of y here is alpha by 2 minus beta upon coefficient of y here is 3. Constant term here is look, constant if I take minus, okay, right, minus alpha square minus alpha beta plus beta square upon this yes, constant term here is minus 2. Minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, now let us check whether this is, if your answer is true. See, in book it is given answer as you need to simply cross multiply and solve for alpha beta, but one can cross check your solution. See, in book answer is given as minus 1 1. So let us check whether if this is true, then it must satisfy this equation. Sorry, it should not 0 here. So you need to cross multiply this one with this one and this one with this one and check, and if you solve you will get alpha beta. ठीक है ना, ये आपको करना है. लेकिन आप क्योंकि अगर ये आंसर सही है, मैं जस्ट एक चेक करना चाह रहा हूँ कि ये बुक ओल्ड एडिशन में ये आंसर सही है कि नहीं, क्योंकि इस बुक में कई जगह प्लस माइनस साइन की गलतियां हैं, लेकिन उससे कोई घबराने की बात नहीं. जो आपका जो एक्सप्रेशन आ रहा है अपने लॉजिक पे फाइनल रहे. स्टेप्स इंपॉर्टेंट है क्या?
सर 2 और -1 ही आ रहा है.
2 और -1, चलो दोनों आंसर चेक कर लेते हैं ना. ये एक क्लेम है कि 2 -1 है, हो सकता है यही आ रहा हो, क्योंकि मैंने कहा ना कि इस बुक में कई जगह प्लस माइनस साइन है, लेकिन आपके पास टेक्निक तो आपको मालूम है, तो थोड़ा सा कैलकुलेशन टाइम सेव करने के लिए, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी मैं मालूम, मैं जस्ट एक क्रॉस चेक करूं, बाकी इसका सॉल्यूशन आप कैलकुलेशन इसको आप एज अ होम असाइनमेंट ले लेना. मैं यहाँ कैलकुलेशन नहीं करने जा रहा हूँ. ठीक है, तो चलो -1 1 कर देख लेते हैं. अगर ये अल्फा ये बीटा है तो इसका मतलब ये इक्वेशन ट्रू होना चाहिए. तो कितना हो गया? -1 प्लस 1/2 अपॉन 1, और यहाँ कितना हो गया? ये -1/2 -1 अपॉन 3. क्या ये रेशियो इक्वल है? चेक कर लो आप. माइनस अल्फा स्क्वायर मतलब -1 का होल स्क्वायर 1, तो ये आ गया -1 माइनस अल्फा बीटा मींस दोनों का प्रोडक्ट, तो -1 × 1 -1 प्लस 1 प्लस बीटा स्क्वायर मींस 1 अपॉन -2. चेक करो ये क्या इक्वल आ रहा है, यहीं से क्रॉस चेक हो जाएगा. तो ये तो हो गया -1/2, और यहाँ कितना? ये तो -3/2, और इसको 3 से काट गया, और यहाँ से -1 1 कैंसिल हो गया, ये भी -1/2 आ रहा है. तो ऐसा क्यों रहा? दो आंसर क्यों आ रहा है? क्या इसका सॉल्यूशन क्वाड्रेटिक बन रहा है क्या? क्वाड्रेटिक बन रहा है तो फिर देखना पड़ेगा कि जो दोनों आंसर आया है उसमें दोनों इस इक्वेशन को कौन सेटिस्फाई करेगा, क्योंकि अगर ये मिडिल पॉइंट है तो एक तो इस पे लाई करना चाहिए, जो भी आंसर आना चाहिए वो इस पे लाई करेगा, लेकिन वो कंडीशन तो हम पहले ही से लेके चले हुए हैं. अच्छा मैं सेकंड आंसर को भी चेक कर लेता हूँ, फिर अगर ये हुआ तो फिर हम लोग इसे सिंपलीफाई करके दोबारा चेक करेंगे कि आई मीन क्या लॉजिक इन्वॉल्व है। ऐसा तो नहीं कि दो क्वाड्रेटिक बन रहा है और अल्फा बीटा के दो आंसर आ रहे हैं, ये भी पॉसिबिलिटी है ना, क्योंकि एक्सप्रेशन देखो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करने पे अल्फा बीटा में एक क्वाड्रेटिक बनने का चांस है, तो हो सकता है कि दो वैल्यूज आ रहा है, तो फिर हमें देखना पड़ेगा कि उसमें से एक हो सकता है कि ना आई मीन पॉसिबल ना हो, तो वो देखना पड़ेगा क्या है। मैं इसको भी चेक करके देखता हूँ 2-1 जरा रख के देखो यहाँ पे इस एक्सप्रेशन में 2-1, कोई जल्दबाजी न करें, तो चीजें समझे, अगर नहीं आ रहा तो फिर देखेंगे ना एनालाइज, यही तो मैथमेटिक्स से उसे एनालाइज करेंगे कि क्यों नहीं आंसर, और अगर दो आंसर है तो आई मीन ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता, क्योंकि मिडिल पॉइंट आई मीन ये सारे कॉर्ड किसी एक ही पॉइंट पे बाइसेक्ट होंगे, अगर आप ये अल्फा बीटा मिडिल पॉइंट हम मान रहे हैं तो ठीक है। तो हमें एक उसमें से कोई कोई किसी वजह से रिजेक्ट हो रहा होगा, वो हम देखेंगे। तो अगर यहाँ पे देखो 2 रखो तो कितना आ गया 2 अपॉन, लेट मी राइट फर्स्ट 2 प्लस माइनस हाफ upon 1 is equal to alpha by 2. Alpha by 2 means 1 minus 1 plus beta means 1 upon 3 is equal to minus alpha square. Minus alpha square मतलब minus 4 minus times alpha beta, ये minus 2 और minus plus 2 हो गया, और यहाँ पे plus beta square 1 आ गया upon minus 2। तो आप इसे सिंप्लीफाई करो कितना हो गया, ये तो 3 by 1.5 हुआ ना, ठीक है ना, 3 by 2 हो गया, और यहाँ पे आ रहा है 2 by 3। सही कर रहा हूँ कैलकुलेशन? हाँ, तो ये तो वैसे इक्वल नहीं हुआ, ये तो आंसर वैसे ही गलत हो गया, और यहाँ -4 2, ठीक है, तो कितना हो गया -2 + 1 -1 अपन 2 1/2 आ रहा है, तो ये तो वैसे भी नहीं आ रहा है ना, ये तो क्लियरली आंसर रिजेक्ट हो गया। ठीक है, आप सॉल्व करके देख लें, ये आंसर है, मैंने क्रॉस चेक कर दिया, ठीक है, एटलीस्ट ये आंसर तो नहीं होगा, और ये सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है, तो यहाँ से ये मैंने प्रूव कर दिया। ठीक है, तो इस तरह कैलकुलेशन आप लोग करें, और इसमें मैं एक क्वेश्चन लिख देता हूं, आप लोग इसे ट्राई करेंगे आज, और क्योंकि मैं जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देने जा रहा हूं एग्जांपल 4, इसके बारे में मैं ऑलरेडी बेसिक आपको पहले करा चुका हूं, इक्वेशन कैसे पेयर ऑफ लाइंस का लिखते हैं व्हेन इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइंस पासिंग थ्रू ओरिजिन, पेयर ऑफ लाइंस पासिंग थ्रू ओरिजिन, तो हमने देखा था उसमें सारे टर्म्स कितने होते थे, 2 डिग्री के होते थे, तो वो आर्टिकल यूज करके, हाउ मच टाइम आई है, हाँ ठीक है, अभी 5-6 मिनट है, तो मैं इस क्वेश्चन को लिख देता हूँ, आइडियाज डिस्कस कर लेते हैं, उसे नेक्स्ट आप पहले से ट्राई करेंगे। पेज नंबर 78, क्वेश्चन इज chords of the parabola, chords of the parabola y square is equal to 4ax subtend a right angle at the vertex. So we already know that vertex in this case is origin in case of this. Find locus of their middle point. Find locus of their middle points. ठीक है, ये दे रखा है, find the locus of their middle point. चलिए पहले इस क्वेश्चन को समझने की कोशिश करें, क्या दे रखा है, I mean सब y इट्स स्क्वायर इन y, ठीक है, तो आप क्या करोगे, अब y में और ओरिजिन से पास कर रहा है, सो स्क्वायर इन y इक्वल सिमेट्रिक अबाउट x एक्सिस, ये पैराबोला है, ये ओरिजिन दे रखा है 0 0। So chords of the parabola, this subtend a right angle at them. Suppose there is some chord which subtend a right angle at origin, if you join extremities of this chord, suppose it cuts at A and B, I mean this chord, and this one is the origin, so OA and OB are making 90° at origin. So for such chord you have to find its middle point, suppose its middle point is alpha beta। तो क्या देखो, इस डायग्राम को देख के आपको क्या आइडिया लग रहा है, मतलब आई मीन क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने से पहले हमेशा आप कोशिश करो कि आपको क्या क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रखे हैं, क्या क्या टूल्स दे रखे हैं, तभी तो आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करोगे, डायरेक्टली सॉल्व नहीं करते, हमेशा पहले क्वेश्चन पे बैठ के कम से कम 2-3 मिनट सोचा करेंगे कि एक्चुअली क्या करना है, उसमें स्टेप्स क्या क्या ले रहे हैं, ठीक है। तो मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि यू नीड टू फाइंड लोकस ऑफ अल्फा बीटा मिडिल पॉइंट, सो सपोज मिडिल पॉइंट इज अल्फा बीटा, and you know how to write equation of alpha beta, equation of chord with respect to this alpha beta. Equation of chord mid point is alpha beta. ठीक ना, ये आप जानते हो. और आपने पहले आर्टिकल पढ़ा था कि I mean when a line, how to write equation of OA and OB, how to write it. See, we have already studied article that suppose there is a line which cuts, I mean the given conic in A and B, and if we join it with the origin, then joint equation of OA and OB is obtained by homogenizing this equation. I mean homogenizing the equation of conic. Joint equation of OA and OB, joint equation of the pair of lines OA and OB is obtained by homogenizing equation of conic with respect to this line. Now, if you observe from this figure, then this line is basically what? Chord with given middle point alpha beta. So first write equation of chord with given middle point alpha beta. With the help of this, homogenize equation of this I mean conic, write y square equal to 4x as y square equal to 4x into 1. With the help of this chord with given middle point, let me write here chord with given middle point. ये क्वेश्चन समझना जरूरी है, सिर्फ क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने से मतलब नहीं होता. chord with given middle point, पहले डायग्राम आप बना के थोड़ा एनालाइज किया करो. सेमेस्टर सिस्टम में थोड़ा शॉर्ट तो करना चलना पड़ता है. chord with गिवन कोई कंपटीशन के लाइन को बहुत डिटेल में करा दूं, बट मिनिमम इन्फॉर्मेशन हमारा इसमें मकसद ये होता है ना, तो क्वेश्चन को कम कराते हैं एक्चुअल में. जो आपका सेमेस्टर सिस्टम डिजाइन इसमें मेन होता है कि जो प्रूफ है उस पर ज्यादा फोकस करना होता है कि चीजें क्यों हो रही, कहाँ से हो रही है ना. क्योंकि 11th-12th में क्या होता है कि अक्सर हम लोग क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने में ज्यादा ट्राई करते हैं, तो यहाँ थोड़ा सा प्रूफ को और डिटेल में जाते हैं कि प्रूफ कैसे करते हैं. तो ग्रेजुएशन में खास करके इस चीजों का. सो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से हियर दैट विद द हेल्प, देखो ये आर्टिकल हमेशा आप पीछे रिकॉल किया करो, जो पीछे आप पढ़ते जा रहे हो उसको रिकॉल करो. So we already know that joint equation of OA and OB is obtained by homogenizing equation of conic with this line. So in this question, parabola conic is given to you. First of all, write equation of chord with given middle point, and you know how to write its equation. Its equation is given by t equal to s1. So first write this. With the help of this line, homogenize equation of parabola. That will be basically equation of OA into OB. And we know that any equation of pair of lines joining origin is always of this type of quadratic degree, of degree 2, homogeneous equation of degree 2. And if this line represents pair of straight line passing to origin, and if they make angle, if they subtend angle right angle at the origin, then sum of coefficient of x square and y square must be equal to 0. So use this technique. From there you will find some relation involving alpha beta, and finally for locus of alpha beta you need to replace alpha by x and beta by y. उम्मीद है आपको समझ में आ गया होगा, लेकिन पहले मैं नहीं करूंगा, पहले अब आप लोग खुद करो, क्योंकि इस तरह क्वेश्चन मैं आपको पहले करा चुका हूं. अगर आप पीछे के लेक्चर्स आप देखो तो मैंने किसी न किसी क्वेश्चन कराया था, मुझे याद नहीं मैंने किस आर्टिकल में कराया था, लेकिन कराया था जहां पे इस तरह क्वेश्चंस. तो मैंने आपको समझा दिया, पहले जो आपको टेक्निक बताया आप इस टेक्निक से एक बार खुद से ट्राई करो, एंड देन इन नेक्स्ट क्लास आई विल, देखिए एक बार करो ताकि आपको भी फील हो ना कि आप कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री कर रहे हो. अब ये ऑफलाइन क्लास तो है नहीं, एक क्लास में मैं सबके आगे कॉपी चेक कर लेता, तो आप क्या काम करोगे, सोल्यूशन इसे सॉल्व करो. टेक्निक मैंने बता दिया, कॉन्सेप्ट भी आपको बता दिया, और जो सॉल्व हो जाए आप मुझे मेरे व्हाट्सएप नंबर पे पोस्ट कर देना. नीचे अपना नाम और नाम आप जरूर लिखेंगे और क्लास. ठीक है, ठीक है, तो मैं यही पे एंड करता हूँ, फिर नेक्स्ट क्लास में देखेंगे.
होमवर्क होना सर?
हाँ बताएं.
ये होमवर्क हुआ?
हाँ भाई, अब आप इसे जो भी समझे. ठीक है, अभी आप लोगों को मैं असाइनमेंट बाद में दूंगा, थोड़ा सा भी वेट करें, कुछ और पढ़ा दो उसके बाद असाइनमेंट. ठीक है, ओके,
थैंक यू सर.